We begin this hour with a continued threat, which is sparking fear around the world. Now, while several nuclear deals have fallen apart in just the last year, there may be light at the end of the tunnel as President Trump sent top-level officials to Geneva for nuclear talks. RT correspondent Sara Montes joins me with the details. Sara, there's lots of talk and discussions of failed plans, but in this case, it looks like leaders are wanting to actually have a discussion. Who are we talking about, and what are the details?
Well, Scotty, Trump is sending U.S. Deputy Secretary of State John Sullivan to lead these talks starting today. He'll be meeting with Russian Deputy Foreign Minister Sergei Ryabkov. Officials familiar with the matter said the Trump administration wants to start dialogue with Russia over these arms control deals. The meeting comes after Trump's decision to withdraw from the 1987 Intermediate Range Nuclear Forces Treaty, which the U.S. says Russia has violated. But Russia has denied those accusations, and in response to the U.S. withdrawal, ended Russian participation in that treaty. What Trump is really looking for is a new 21st century model of arms control, which could include China, Russia, and the United States. Now, the goal is to reach an agreement since the 2010 New START treaty between Moscow and Washington expires in February of 2020, and Trump has not indicated interest in renewing it at all. Now, so far, China has not signaled any willingness to talk, and they won't be present today at the meetings in Geneva. In May of this year, Chinese Foreign Ministry spokesperson Lu Kang made a statement on these arms deals. He said, as to the trilateral negotiations on arms control, China's position is clear-cut. The premise and basis for the trilateral arms control negotiations do not exist at all, and China will never participate in them.
Well, that's the thing, Sara. You've got to look at it is that all three of these countries spend a lot on their military. That being said, how much are these three countries spending?
Well, let me start by saying the U.S. and China make up 50% of the world's spending in terms of military budget. 50%. In 2019, the U.S. approved $716 billion, while China is spending about $224 billion and Russia $44 billion. China's military, the People's Liberation Army, or PLA, rose by 83% between 2009 and 2019 in one decade. This is the largest growth spurt in any big country. Several reports, however, note that China's exact budget could be higher and isn't exact due to a lack of transparency. But in terms of nuclear arsenal, in terms of the numbers, according to Arms Control Association, United States and Russia own a whopping 90% of nuclear weapons in the world today. In terms of nuclear weapons and numbers, the U.S. holds 6,185, while Russia has a little bit more, 6,490, and China has about 290. Scotty, we've talked about this before, that we've seen a decrease in the number of nuclear warheads over the last decades, but their capabilities have only grown stronger. And although the U.S. has withdrawn from several nuclear deals in just the last year, like the JCPOA and the INF, at least there's some dialogue here and hoping that they can reach some sort of agreement with Russia and reach some sort of arms deal.
Well, that's the thing, Sara. Dialogue and conversation is much better than action because we all know the power just one of those horrible nuclear bombs could do to the world in lots of different ways. Thank you so much, Sara, for joining us.
Hey YouTube, thanks for checking out our channel. We hope you enjoyed the video. We have tons of content for you just like this. For more of RT America's one-of-a-kind news and analysis, be sure to subscribe and never stop questioning more.